On this video we're taking a look at our NBA parlay for the games that are happening on Sunday, April 3rd, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first parlay picks is Indiana Pacers versus Detroit Pistons. Pistons +2. And here is why. The Pacers have shown some life offensively with an above-average 111 points per game on shooting splits of 54% from 2, 11th best in NBA, and 34.3% from 3. It's been a tough season for the Indiana defense, which allows 114.2 points per game on opposing shooting splits of 54.6% from 2 and 36.7% from deep. Malcolm Brogdon leads the Pacers with 19.1 points plus 5.9 assists per game, although he is questionable after missing the tilt against Boston with a back injury. Buddy Hield piles up 18 points per game across 22 appearances after coming over at the trade deadline, while the fellow newcomer Halliburton piles up 17.2 points, 9.5 assists and 2 steals per contest. Beyond Brogdon's unknown status, the Pacers are without several players for the rest of the season, including stellar rookie Chris Duarte, 13.1 points per game, due to a toe injury. Center Miles Turner, 12.9 points, 7.1 rebounds, 2.8 blocks per game, is also ruled out for the rest of the year with a foot injury. Guard TJ McConnell had his season end due to a wrist injury after averaging 8.4 points and 4.8 assists in 24 games. Ricky Rubio, knee, won't play for the Pacers this year after being acquired at the deadline, while TJ Warren, foot, will miss the entire season. The Detroit Pistons are averaging 104.5 points on 43% shooting and allowing 112.3 points on 47.1% shooting. Jerami Grant is averaging 19.2 points and 4.1 rebounds, while Cade Cunningham is averaging 17.4 points and 5.6 assists. Saddiq Bey is the third double-digit scorer and Marvin Bagley III is grabbing 6.8 rebounds. The Detroit Pistons are shooting 32.6% from beyond the arc and 78.1% from the free throw line. The Detroit Pistons are allowing 36.6% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43.1 rebounds per game. Detroit's offense still has a long way to go at 104.6 points per game on shooting splits of 49.8% from 2 and 32.5% from 3, all bottom 3 marks in the NBA. The Pistons have been more efficient on the defensive end, allowing 111.9 points per game with opponents shooting 53.6% from 2 and 36.4% from beyond the arc. Cade Cunningham has lived up to the hype as the number 1 overall pick with 17.3 points, 5.5 assists and 1.2 steals per game. Saddiq Bey adds 16.1 points per game, while Marvin Bagley III has been a key deadline pickup with 14.6 points and 6.8 rebounds across 18 games with the Pistons on 55.5% shooting from the field. Leading scorer Jerami Grant, 19.2 points per game, has been ruled out for the rest of the season with a calf injury. Cunningham, back, and Bey, hip, played less than a quarter on Friday as they rested minor injuries, but should be good to go Sunday. Bagley III's status is less certain as he was out on Friday with a hip flexor issue and is questionable. Luka Garza, 5.4 points per game, and Corey Joseph, 8 points, 3.6 assists per game, are also questionable with minor injuries. The Pistons are without Hamidou Diallo, 11 points, 1.2 steals per game, for the rest of the season due to a fractured finger. Our second parlay pick is Orlando Magic versus New York Knicks. Orlando Magic +4. And here is why. The New York Knicks are averaging 106.4 points on 43.7% shooting and allowing 107 points on 44.8% shooting. Julius Randle is averaging 20.1 points and 9.9 rebounds, while RJ Barrett is averaging 20.1 points and 2.9 assists. Evan Fournier is the third double-digit scorer and Derrick Rose is grabbing 3 rebounds. The New York Knicks are shooting 35.6% from beyond the arc and 74.5% from the free throw line. The New York Knicks are allowing 34.3% shooting from deep and are grabbing 46.2 rebounds per game. The Magic enter this game 29th in the league in scoring offense as they average 104 points per game on the season. Orlando is 15th in the league in rebounding with 44.3 rebounds per contest, while they are 21st in assists by dishing 23.6 dimes a night. The Magic are 19th in the league in scoring defense by allowing 111.9 points per contest. Mo Bamba is 6th on the team with 10.4 points, 8 rebounds and 1.6 blocks per contest. Franz Wagner adds 15.3 points plus 4.6 boards a night, Terrence Ross chips in 10 points a game, Jalen Suggs adds 12.1 points, 3.7 rebounds and 4.4 assists a night this season. Wendell Carter Jr., 15 points, 10.5 rebounds, and Cole Anthony, 16.6 points, 5.4 rebounds, 5.8 assists, are secondary scoring options. R.J. Hampton, Gary Harris, 11.1 points, Markelle Fultz, 10.4 points, 4.7 assists, Moritz Wagner, Robin Lopez and Ignas Brazdeikis all have to contribute for the Magic. Orlando is 28th in the league in field goal percentage, as they shoot 43.3% from the field on the year. The Magic is 19th in the league in threes per game, as they hit 12 triples a night, while they are 28th in three-point shooting, by hitting 32.9% from beyond the arc. For the year, the Knicks are 27th in the league in scoring offense, with 106.4 points per contest entering this game. New York is 3rd in the league in rebounding as they collect 46.2 rebounds per game, while they are 30th in the league in assists, by dishing out 21.6 dimes per contest. The Knicks are 8th in the league in scoring defense by allowing 107 points per contest. Julius Randle leads the team with 20.1 points, 9.9 rebounds and 5.1 assists per contest. Evan Fournier contributes 14.3 points a game, Obi Toppin adds 7.6 points a night, and RJ Barrett kicks in 20.1 points, plus 5.9 boards per contest. Derrick Rose, 12 points, 4 assists, and Kemba Walker, 11.6 points, each are solid secondary options as well. Emmanuel Quickley, 10.7 points, Alec Burks, 11.5 points, Mitchell Robinson, Jericho Sims, Quentin Grimes, Taj Gibson and Cam Reddish are key reserves for coach Tom Thibodeau. New York is 27th in the league in field goal percentage, as they shoot 43.7% from the floor as a team. The Knicks are 8th in the league in threes per game, as they knock down 13.1 triples a night, while they are 15th in three-point shooting, by hitting 35.6% of their attempts from beyond the arc. Neither team has much to play for other than pride, as they are both playing for ping-pong balls at this point. You have to wonder if any of the injured players for both sides will take the floor, or if they'll be rested out of precaution of making things potentially worse. Orlando is at home while New York had to travel after losing Saturday. The Knicks are 6-5 in the second game of back-to-back situations this year, but they are 18-21 on the road. New York is going to be battling fatigue, and the fact that they are out of the postseason hunt could dampen their expectations. Give the slim edge to Orlando as they are rested and at home here as they extend the Knicks' skid to 3 games. Our third parlay pick is Cleveland Cavaliers vs Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia -4. And here is why. The Cleveland Cavaliers, not unlike Philadelphia, have increased their scoring numbers in recent weeks. They are scoring over 111 points per game in their last 10 games, which is 4 points more than they are averaging for the season. Much of this can be attributed to the team's lack of interior defense without Allen, and more of a reliance on offense to hang in games, rather than the team's stout defense that they displayed earlier this season. In those 10 games, Cleveland is just 4-6. In those same 10 games, the Cavs' defense has surrendered 114 points per game. Cleveland has been one of the surprise teams of the season thus far, but their strengths were scoring defense, which they are ranked 4th at 105 points per game, and team rebounding, in which they are ranked 9th. Without Allen, and now Mobley, the interior of Cleveland's defense has been exposed, and the Cavs have been very vulnerable. Philadelphia continues to score at a breakneck pace since the arrival of Harden, culminating in the 144-point outing against Charlotte. 2 concerns can't be overlooked, however, the team's defense and Harden's continued poor shooting. Even in the easy win over Charlotte, the Sixers allowed 114 points, and Harden shot just 40% from the field. Charlotte shot nearly 49% from the field, but struggled to take care of the basketball with 17 turnovers. After a blazing start to his Philadelphia career, Harden's scoring is down to just 21 points per game over the last 10, but, more concerning, he's shooting just 40% from the floor in that time. He's looked disinterested at times and his defense, always a question mark, has been uneven, to be kind. It will be interesting to see how Doc Rivers' pointed comments will continue to sit with Harden as the playoffs approach. While there can be some concerns with Philadelphia's ability to contain Garland, Cleveland's defense should be far more vulnerable against the Sixers. As well as Brown played against the Knicks on Saturday, Joel Embiid is a far different animal than anything the Knicks can put on the post. I fully expect Embiid to physically dominate in the post and produce yet another 30 plus 15 plus points rebounds performance. In addition, as he showed on Saturday, when he is doubled in the post he is fully capable of finding open shooters on the perimeter. While neither team has been a defensive domino in recent weeks, the Sixers have more tools at their disposal currently to handle a wounded Cleveland team. Garland will keep things interesting for a while with his own dominant perimeter and interior offense. Philly will pull away handily in the second half. Disclaimer: no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.